Everyone, it's Enchanted, and I wanted to talk about what's been going on with Cardi B. So, if you guys haven't heard, Cardi B and her husband Offset are getting a divorce. Now, this news comes after we found out that Cardi is now pregnant with her third child. So, I don't know if they were maybe trying to give the family thing another try before calling it quits, but they are divorcing. I think many of us saw this coming, when they first got engaged. Offset really proposed to Cardi to apologize for getting caught cheating again. So the whole marriage was basically, you know, an apology for him getting caught cheating. He cheated all through her divorce. Many people thought it was a publicity stunt because, it really did help promote her album and her singles that followed after that. But, I just hate seeing a woman in this position where they're constantly getting cheated on, especially by someone of lower status. I mean, I know Offset was famous before. He was in a really big group called the Migos, but even he admits that, Cardi B is the bigger star between the two. Um, and for him to just constantly cheat on Cardi B, and not even have the respect to make it private or at least be sneaky about it, like it's constantly getting exposed, the messages, videos, things like that. I mean, he's just embarrassing her like crazy. And he has Cardi B kind of acting crazy on social media. So, earlier this year, she was over here screaming on Instagram Live, ranting, calling him all sorts of names all over Instagram Live. And I'm sitting here like, Cardi, just log off. Just log off of Twitter. This isn't cute. This isn't a good look. You're screaming up and down on this live for you to just end up being with him and staying with him anyway. It just makes no sense. I don't get why people do that. They've also had instances or instance in, I think, late last year where Offset was actually accusing Cardi of cheating on him on Twitter. And it's kind of just, I'm sitting here like, I mean, you can't, how are you a cheater and then you get mad at people cheating? I'm kind of like, I mean, at least get her get back, I mean, kind of makes me wonder a little bit, with this baby on the way. I'm like, is it his? But, that might be a little bit messy because, they're still married technically. I'm sure if she did mess around, she'd probably use protection or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. But again, like I don't care if she cheated because Offset, you've been cheating on Cardi, you've been embarrassing this girl, so it's okay for her to get her one lick back. Side note, I just hate when grown people take their business to social media in general and air their partners out just for them to end up laid up next to them the next day. It just makes you look really stupid. But the only way I could see me going on social media and ranting about my partner or whatever would be if they like were talking crap first, or maybe they were trying to air me out or expose me and I had to defend myself. That's the only way. But for you to air somebody's business out that you're still really close with and expect to stay close with, like that's kind of crazy to me. I just don't get why people do that. And that goes for family and friendships as well. But they are celebrities, and I know they have to stir up some controversy sometimes to promote projects, so maybe that has to do with it. I don't know. They did release kind of close after each of those events, so it seems like they get into spats like right before a release, which is interesting. I mean, it's probably a promotional tactic. But what are your guys' thoughts? Did you guys see this coming? I want to say that I saw this coming, but at the same time, I could see her just staying. Like, she would constantly, he constantly was embroiled in cheating rumors, and she would always stay next to him. So, like, at the same time, I want to say like I saw this coming, but he's been cheating and she's been staying. So I don't know if I would have ever predicted that she would have ever left. Maybe they had some sort of open relationship eventually down the line. That's probably what I would have thought. But yeah, she's leaving him. I do believe it was stated in the divorce that she wasn't divorcing him or because of the cheating. But I mean, come on, like it probably has to do with the cheating. I think this explains some of the erratic behavior we've been seeing from Cardi B these past couple of months, though. Where it seems like she's having like extremely bad mood swings and going off on her fans for just like small things, like small stuff. She is pregnant in the process of going through a divorce. So seeing that both Cardi B and Offset have a lot of money, it's probably really stressful to divide the things up and, calculate all, who what goes where and stuff during the divorce and who owns what, things like that. Like that could be really complicated in general with people that are, regular people. So, when they have money and they have a lot of investments, it's probably, stressful, on steroids. Her album is reportedly dropping later this year, but I don't know. She's been saying this and then going back and forth and saying she isn't releasing anything, and then oh, I'm you're not getting any album and blah 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 blah. So I do understand Cardi B's predicament. It is a lot of pressure for her second album, especially after that breakthrough album that was her debut, and it was such a huge smash. It's very stressful to try to top that or follow that up. The sophomore album is arguably probably the most important album. It really cements you. That on top of dealing with her personal issues. I can also see how money and how well off Cardi B already is would play a role in her being like a little reluctant to release music. She doesn't have to release music for her financial gain. She's getting brand deals and things like that. Money from featuring on other artists. So she's probably not, in the biggest rush to release so she could say, capitalize off the money. So I could see why, she's a little reluctant in that. But, what do you guys think about this situation? I hope all parties involved are satisfied. It's never cool to see, a relationship, or it's never good to see a relationship break up, especially when, there's kids involved. They've been together for I think 7 years. So that's sad. That's a long time. Um, so I don't know. I mean, hopefully they can maintain this cleanly. They seem to have really good relationship with each other in regards to their kids. When I was referencing that rant that Cardi B was doing earlier this year, calling Offset all sorts of names and things. He was at the Christmas thing, celebrating with the family. So it seems like they're able to put their differences aside when it comes to, dealing with their kids. So that's a good thing. But what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that this will delay her album? Will she even release an album this year? Um, I don't know. I don't know. But actually, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe, and you guys have a wonderful day.